It barely got on. I kept pushing it. It wasn't working. That's what happens when you're not on your regular stuff.
Very jazzy.
Very jazzy. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It is Furday Monday. Furday Monday. Yeah, that's right. Where are we, Mark?
You can't tell by me. Furday, Monday.
If you can't tell, yeah. Leah says, "What's up, pussycat?" Aww.
My little pussy ears.
Yes. Love them.
They're very cute.
Hi, Eliza from Aloha. Aloha to you. Gina, thank you so much for all your moderating already. Thank you for that. But welcome, everybody. Did get a couple questions already that came in, so thank you for that. And yes, Lee, I am back. I am still in San Diego here, and I made it through Hurricane Hillary. We're on the other side of that. There's lots of flooding. Lots of things happened around right where I'm at here in Del Mar. Like, it's just kind of scooted right around us, and you can even look on the maps. It's just crazy. But a lot of people, we did have our power out. We had power outage. But that's the only thing that we got here. But
well, you look a lot
of rain. A lot of rain.
You look a little more moist than you used to.
You guys, he likes to use that word.
Why does that word like kind of make the goobies go up your back when you hear it's like moist?
I know. I
It's
don't
one of those. Okay, let's not.
Let's not. Anyway, hi, Riff Raff Ray. Welcome. So, yeah, as you know, today we do readings on our fur family, and so they don't all have to have fur on them, but that's what we say. And hopefully,
and a couple of our regular viewers and players lost their pets while you were gone.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Tony's one of her dogs, and one of her daughter's dogs, and MLR just lost their baby too.
Oh, I am so sad.
MLR came on last week. Why am I choking? And we did energy work and stuff with the doggy, and I thought it was probably getting ready to cross. And then it just passed in her lap.
Oh.
So, in a way, it was the best thing. As we were doing the energy, I knew she was taking all the energy, and you know they always have the option to use it to get better, transition. But I got little helpers around the doggy.
Yeah, of course, to make it a nice.
Or the kitty, I think. Yeah.
A better helping them transition. It's
right.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, it's always hard to lose our babies. And they're just, they are just love. And when that unconditional love exits our life, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
This is just occurring to me in the moment that they get into our emotional field, like our auric field. It's almost like they become a part of us.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's so hard when they cross. It's almost like extracting them. I don't know.
It is because they literally merge into our energy field.
Yeah, I
think we ebb and flow with them like this. And when they have to go, and to pull out of that, it is hard.
And I think that's why it's so emotional, because it's actually pulling that connection out of the emotional, body, because that's what they come to help us in that area,
Yep.
So it
is little angel helpers. Yeah.
So emotional.
Hi, Sequoia. All right. So
Yeah, Yugi was a cat. I don't know why I said dog. And that was MLR's little.
Oh, Yuki died in my lap for
Yeah.
him yesterday. Panther boy. Oh, all right. MLR. Yeah, hugging you. Mm. Um, every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. Yes. Yep. Um, it's so hard. Huh.
I know. Just make it a little bit
Okay.
easier.
All right. Well, I figure we'll just dive in today and get going. And yeah.
I'm ready, Freddie.
All right.
Ready to dive in. My girls are both lounging in here, ready to help. So,
Oh, the babies.
yeah.
All right. So do we? Okay.
Please help us, gratitude, Mark. Okay.
Okay. Do we like this view or this view?
The one's okay with me.
The other one?
I don't look too well. You just see all my horrible wrinkles, but what are you going to do?
Okay.
It is what it is.
I know that people who are on their phones prefer the other view so they can see us. So,
Well, do the other view. That's okay with me.
okay.
We all know how ugly I am by this point. I've been on here for 2 years, so.
Okay. I'm just going to move this a
Focus
little
on
so I'm in the middle.
They have little pink insides, these little cute ears. Oh,
Everybody tells you to stop. They love you.
yeah, I know.
All right. You know.
I know.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I just went to my. Did you ever get the pictures I sent you of the 40th reunion?
You tried and then they weren't on there or something. What happened with that?
Weird. They kept not going through. I didn't have very good service at the reunion.
Uh,
So I was texting Mark while I was at my 40th reunion. I was trying to send him pictures.
I know, because I thought, it came up on my phone. I went, oh, Debbie sent it me, and it says, looked like you sent me an attachment. And so then I opened the phone to, because you get that little notice.
Yeah.
And then there was a note. I went, well, what?
I'll resend, but we dress like 80s.
Oh, you did?
Hi, Karen. How did you fare? Karen is down south, so she's right. She's close to the border. Did you guys flood down there, Karen? Anyway, so I'll resend. We had to dress like.
Did you have fun?
It was fun. It was really fun. We were told we were dressing like the 80s. So my friend and I dressed like the 80s. In fact, I didn't even want to go because I had to dress like the 80s. I'm like, we're too old to dress like, we can't. No, we did not get flood. Oh, good, Karen. We were nervous about Imperial Beach down there. Whew. Good. All right. So we got there. We were the only two dressed like the 80s.
Corn's sake.
Because they came back later and we didn't get the memo that, it was shot down. The idea was shot down. Well, they forgot to tell people. Well, there was only two of us that didn't get the memo. So anyway, so I was laughing about it and wanting to. So I was sending Mark pictures, but they didn't go through. All right.
Well, we just had a high school reunion. It was not the 50. I mean, it was not the. What was yours? The 40th.
40. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. But I didn't really have any friends in high school. Like nobody really. I was a shy gay boy with no friends, kind of. And so I thought, well, why would I go? None of them talked to me then. Why would I want to? I mean, I didn't know anybody, so I didn't go.
Oh.
Yeah, it seemed like I would just feel uncomfortable the whole time. So
Yeah.
now, if it was a college reunion, I'd go to that because I had friends in college, but not really in high school.
Yeah, and I feel a lot of people do. that's where you really meet your friend group. A lot of people end up doing that, meeting their real true friend group in college. It's 11:11 here right now. I'll show you a picture of what I look like, guys. Let's find it. I have to find one that is like the whole kit and caboodle.
Did you wear a scarf in your hair?
I don't know if you can see that.
Look, you guys went all out.
Yep. So
another skirt.
Here you have to see my shoes though, so let's find it. Everybody's like, what? Here's one with my shoes.
Oh.
Wearing the high tops.
And look at those stock leggings.
Yeah, and the leggings, yeah.
Oh, very cute.
And the big belt and the and the fanny pack. I had it nailed in.
Yeah, it looks good. You look like you're in the 80s. It does. It makes you look all young because you're all like, mod looking.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was that. All right, Debbie, good to see you. Thank you for your question. Debbie says, glad you are safe. Our 11+ boy, River Phoenix, keeps licking his back paw until sore. Help, please. Much gratitude. So, licking his back paw.
Yeah, his foot. Your foot.
And I'm assuming that you've really checked to make sure there's anything hiding in there that he's trying to, like a splinter or anything like that, I'm assuming. Oh, interesting. What my team was just showing me was maybe like not necessarily something in the outer, but almost like, well, I'll wait for you, but it's almost like it has a feeling of what I would feel like an arthritis thing.
Yeah.
But he's even though he's licking the outside, it's an inside thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I like when you do that, Mark. Yeah. Yeah. That's
what I was looking at that same thing as you were. I imagine.
Okay.
Happens to us a lot. And Pan's going to go ahead and do a little bit of energy work with them while we're talking about him.
Let's do that.
Because it is a little bit. It's like a physical thing, but I don't know that there's a lot to do about it because it is kind of like arthritis.
Yeah.
And it bugs him. So he's trying to fix it. You would lick it to fix it, but it's on the inside. So he kind of overlicks. He thinks he's helping it. Let's just see here if we can. It's not like, it's more like it irritates him, but it's not like he's necessarily like riddled in arthritis. It's just like a sore joint or something. Joint, it's kind of caught up or something, and just aches a little bit. Yep. He's like going, yes. He's showing me that foot. Yeah, buddy, bud. Let's just give a little bit of energy there. He's going to use Pan's like So he's using green light. I know he changes the color sometimes, but this is like a healing, kind of a soothing energy. And he's just putting it, he's going to do both back feet. It's just giving it some energy. This kind of thing, it's the kind of thing that you can help sometimes with like Reiki or that, like healing energy. You can sometimes lessen the achiness. Um, Also, like, I wonder if they have something like that, like a little bandage or a little sock that has like those magnets or something in it. I'm wondering about that for a little doggy foot. Because I got some new gloves like that, and they actually do help
Okay. Yeah.
my arthritis. Oh yeah, maybe CBD. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
No, Debbie, because I didn't really do cards because it just said do energy work. So
Yeah. I did get a card for Debbie though. Just breathe.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just breathe. It's
Yeah.
it just like Mark and I wake up every morning and have to surrender again to something new in our lives as we age up.
Right.
It's kind of the same thing, Deb. Yeah. All right.
Like today and yesterday, I have a weird back. There's like a knife stabbing underneath my ribs. I'm like, what is that?
Uh,
But I'm also telling him, like Pants, like talking to him and say, the constant licking doesn't really help because he thinks, am I helping it? Am I helping it? No. So you don't have to lick on it all the time. Um, but Debbie, you can just visualize like light around his foot
yeah.
and like gold, white light, whatever color you like. The golden energy is really good. And just visualize it like you're holding this little foot and the auric field around it with this kind of protective healing light. And that will help him and should help, encourage him not to lick it so much. He's like, oh, licking is bad.
Well, and that, but also, I mean, if they did do the little
Yeah.
things, he wouldn't be able to get to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wonder if they do that.
Hmm.
I'm just curious. That just came to mind, but it's probably because I've been using it on my hands.
So Debbie, you can do Reiki. It's just literally intentions put into energy, and you just watch that white light go from just within you and out your hands, and you can point your hands right at your baby there,
and use your imagination too. Just imagine the energy coming, because it really comes from source, in my opinion, coming down, going out of your hands into the puppy. And you don't have to do, Reiki when you go to learn that, which I did. You'll get symbols and stuff, but you don't have to do that. You can just focus. It's really like love, but focus love and healing.
Focusing love. Yeah.
And that time that you spend in that focus makes a difference. Because that's the number one thing. That's what we're looking at, and that's what you do. Yeah.
Blessings to you, Debbie. Thank you for that question. All right. Ness. Hi, Ness. All right, Ness's question. Why does my dog have an extra burst of energy at night and want to play? It is 1 to 2 hours before we go to bed. I'm looking at my
I'm looking lovingly
at my dog, and then she grabs a ball or has zoomies. Yes. Well, you just answered your own question there, Ness, because you're looking lovingly and your energy is entering all that love right into your precious baby. And they don't know that energy has to move. It's a lot. Yep. So they have to move. And that's what's happening. They're embracing that love, but
And you're also, it's like settling down at the end of the day. And then all of a sudden your focus and your attention goes right to the dog. And then it's like, oh boy, it's all about me. And then she gets all excited. She goes, what if we play ball or something? Let's do something exciting. But it's like a response. It's like a loving.
You're love bombing them, Ness.
To you. It's positive.
It's very positive. It's
like
good.
Playful. It's like a joy bomb kind of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now, she kind of waits for it a little bit at this point. They'll begin to want to make a habit out of it if it's something they really like and it's really fun and stuff. Because my pets will do that if there's something they want to do it then every day or whatever. So, she kind of waits for it at this point. Like, am I going to get the look and going to get the loving? You kind of settle down and it's that time to focus.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful, Ness.
I know.
Enjoy that love.
Right.
Enjoy that love.
And I love the way that just came through us immediately. Like, that's just, reaction to the love energy you was getting. Very cute.
So cute. Okay. Craig says that Nevada is receiving more rain now. Yeah, it's continuing to move up there, Craig, for sure. We need. They're now just kind of talking about the mudslides, and we need to be, aware of those and all that. The saturating of the ground and stuff. It's going to wreak havoc. So we keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Tony. And this is in regards to the baby that passed the Rainbow Bridge on Friday. Bobby. All right. First of all, again, Tony, giving you a big hug. And this is her daughter's baby?
Yeah.
Because he comes in, he's kissing all of y'all. Like
and the second dog that had cancer. This is the one that had his leg amputated to help with the cancer and all that. But there was a female that passed not too long ago that was real good buddies with this one too, and I think her name is Rafa, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I mean, Bobby comes in. He's just like it's almost like it reminds me of a teenager that hasn't grown into their limbs yet, and he's just licking and kissing you all. Very loving, very appreciative of the love he received while being here. It's almost like he's saying, thank you for accepting me in all that I was. Because apparently he feels like he was a lot sometimes, but he was accepted, and he felt so loved and accepted in all that he was. And you provided that space for him. And when I say you, the family, your daughter, everybody, is Tony, who's this cat I'm seeing? Does someone have a cat? Do you know?
I'm not sure I know about the dogs. No, it's Maggie. Oh, Maggie is the one with the leg amputated. Okay. And Bobby had the other cancer more than a year after his. Yeah, I got you. Sorry, sweetie. I keep getting the dog's names mixed up. So Rafa. Okay.
Tony says, who I'm describing as Bobby. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. He keeps showing me a cat energy somewhere. So I don't know if there's a cat in where he's at, or if he's showing me a cat that was present somewhere here. Anyway, let's find out more about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe Bobby was very close to Otis, a Cornish.
That's a cat, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's bringing that in. Um, it so Tony is Otis. Whose cat is Otis? But he just shows me like they. My daughter had two Cornish. I don't know what that means, but Otis and Norris, Otis and Nora. So yeah, I do believe it's. I don't know which one it is, but it's one that's kind of just kind of licking its paw and looking over like you're goofy. You know what I mean? But they had an understanding. I don't know. They loved each other, and he uh, he he I don't know. It's almost like I don't know if Otis is missing him or but there's a connection there and he loved that. He loved that cat too. So if Otis is showing any type of like kind of recognition that he is gone, um, they had a connection. He was also just saying he was grateful for that relationship. Cornish Rex is a breed, no fur, soft lamb hair, very skinny with big ears. Okay. Yeah. Karen, thank you. But
Well,
go ahead, Mark.
uh, Tony, I tuned into him on that day when you guys were going to put him down because you wrote me. Um, and some of the stuff I got that day that I didn't tell you yet is Maggie was there to greet him. Like Maggie had been coming back and forth as far as I could tell, like for a little bit, to like help him with the upcoming transition, and she was right there. And I got right away, as soon as he got on the other side, it was like, yay, seize the day, happiness, feeling good. Felt good right away. And like he said, and like Maggie came to him all in one. And like, I felt like she took him to a group of other dogs that, and like other greyhound. It's like she took him to a greyhound group as well.
Oh.
And it was like a happy reunion. Um, he, he had a really strong connection with your daughters. Oh, and like Maggie is like, this is like the reunion. We're better together. They immediately became like a happy pair on the other side, and could move and act like they used to could do. Because greyhounds like to be on the move.
Mm-hmm.
They were rescued. I think they were racing dogs. Um, but oh wait, well, so and Bobby, is really connected to your daughter, and he was always looking to live up to her expectations of him, and they all do that. They want to be the best version of what you want of them. They look to be your little companion and do it the best way. And
Mm-hmm.
he, even to the point of, he fought his cancer and really lived with it longer than many would. And part of that was to just be there longer, and so he hopes that you realize that, he did that in conjunction with you. And he hopes, you know, there's loss and grief, but says, but no, this was my time. And we even created longer time because of our love and connection with one.
Yay.
At this point, it was time for me to cross.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I feel like he had an extension in a way because of, your daughter's energy and all that. But he's really happy over there. It's like a release. I think we all get that. Everybody, you you're released from any kind of pain or physical like ailment or anything like that. So that just goes, and then you're back. It's almost like the way you were when you were young and vibrant, kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any kind of the age things. So I feel pretty good about him. I know you're sad, of course, and then you're also a little bit concerned about the one that's left, and that's Rafa. So what are you getting? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get anything in your card?
Okay. Oh, I didn't even throw cards. I didn't bring my animal cards with me, so it's kind of. So, Rafa. I don't feel Rafa's going to be alone for very long.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if there's a new energy coming into the house. But I can tell that Rafa's feeling the shift, but I feel like she's not going to be alone very. I feel like there may be something new coming in to fill that void for her. I have the child and the clover coming in. So, but Rafa, when you're surrounded with love,
Yeah.
Rafa knows. But I do feel the energies of those who have gone forward are present around her. So she also feels that.
Right. And she's also concerned about your daughter. And so she is trying to give her like consolation or help her with the grief and the emotional stuff she's going through. Oh, Rafa's a male.
Yeah, I don't see. I see. I feel like there's new energy around him. I don't feel I don't feel a passing soon or anything like that. Mm-mm.
No,
Yeah.
he's still there doing his work, kind of, he thinks. And when I say work, trying to help you balance things out. They notice when your emotional body and your auric field takes a hit, and they try to fix that energy and bring it back into balance. So I'm sorry, kept calling him a she. He is, he sort of stepped into that thing, that
Mhm.
job, that service.
Yes,
Uh,
yes. I get job around him as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he, from his perspective, this is interesting because Debbi says, I still see the other dogs around him. And he's
Yeah.
like, it's like they're over there having fun and stuff. And I know it might sound a little odd, but he's aware of that. It's like,
Mhm.
let him know, oh, we're doing good over here,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he kind of senses that. So he's more focused on you than, of course, he's aware that his friend has gone and is not there and all that. But really, he kind of just steps up to the plate and he's just like, I'm the doggy now and I'm going to help with this energy work and stuff like that. And of course, um, so this is what he's doing with mom, and
Oh.
just give that back, give him some extra love and kisses and love,
Mhm.
because they both need it at this time. So, yeah, like that.
I know, Gina.
Every single,
Mark's landline. It's like they're watching YouTube and they know. Let's call now.
yeah, that's the spirit team saying, we're here.
All right. Well, giving you your whole family a big hug, Tony. All right. Okay, Lee. Hi, Lee. While working the bushes, helping the healthy by removing the dead, are the birds upset or happy for this? Prayers to those whose babies passed. Yeah, okay. So she's sending prayers to everybody who's lost their fur babies.
Right.
So when we trim our trees and get rid of the old that need to come off, is this upsetting for the birds or disruptive? I feel like it's healthy.
Yeah.
And I mean, after the moment of rustling and doing all that, I don't feel that it disrupts them. They're not giving me that sense. They're giving me a sense of it's kind of like it feels better to them in some level. And
Once it's over with, it's like you're taking care of their tree, and on that level, they realize it somehow. They're not going to hang out while you're doing the clipping and the cutting, but afterwards, they're like, "Oh yeah, this is better," because the tree or the bush is better. It feels better because it had a haircut or whatever. And
right.
the birds realize that, and it's like, oh
The
boy,
energy exchange.
yeah, my tree. Like I did that recently, and I have a burning bush, and the birds do like it. And the blue jay, like one of the branches died, and I cut it, but I didn't cut it all the way down. And then I noticed they really like to sit on that one branch. So then when I trimmed the rest, I did leave that one branch because it seemed like they like to sit on that dead branch.
Yeah, right.
And they did. So, I kind of like took that into consideration. But, I agree completely with Debbi. They just think it's time for them to get a cleaning. It's like,
Right. And I want to just, good point that Pan brought in for you, that energy exchange between the tree and the birds. They understand that better than we do, even, and that movement. But
yeah,
I have, and the cards backing that whole thing up. You have the bouquet coming in, this is a gift. This is creating harmony, better harmony and freedom. And you have that free bird right there in the middle and the garden. So this is all very, very healthy interchange between all of them.
I love you got the garden too.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And, I feel like here's another thing that's just occurring to me right now in the moment. Thank you, Pan. Is that the birds do have like a relationship with the trees and
Yes.
plants, and it's an interactive relation, because they depend on the trees a lot and different ones in different ways. And so I do feel like much more than they're aware of their energy, and it's like they communicate with one another.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool. That was really cool to see. Thank you, Lee, for the question. All right.
Yes,
Moving right on.
yeah, just like a haircut for them. They like it,
Okay.
Thanks, Liam.
Mula. Hello, and thank you for being here. Question. Thanks for this. Our dog, Raphael, passed in late May. We hope he will return to us as another rescue dog. Can you give us any information from him? Thanks.
Late May. Yep.
I'm getting the chills all over about this one.
Raphael.
Yeah.
It's your doggy. Well, I'm sorry about his passing because I know
Yes, hugging you on that. That's so hard.
Still like a thing, I'm sure.
Um,
He hears your wish. I know that.
It's almost like I keep getting immediately when I went to kind of meet him,
Mhm.
It's like, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. He's focused. I'm curious to know what card you pull for him, because in the dog cards, because he's like on a mission. And
Right.
as soon as you choose, I don't know what
Yep.
he's showing us, like stepping in, like a step in.
Yep.
So he is absolutely on a mission. He has his eyes on you, and I'm looking forward to coming back.
I feel like you might even talk to him about it before he calls.
Oh,
Like, did you already maybe have this in your mind that maybe he could come back to you? You might have if you've been watching my show for a while.
it
And that might have been something that you
happens all the time. Yeah.
because it feels like he almost crossed over with that already in mind. Like like Debbi said, I'm on a mission. Like kind of going. So I pulled some cards while I was talking. Let me just see what the bottom card. Yeah.
Thanks so much. He would be a walk-in, not a pup, if he's stepping in. Yeah, that's what he was showing me, like a stepping in, like a walk, like what you're saying, Mula. I don't have the language for it, but that's what he was showing me. Like he was jumping in.
And we just had on my last show another walk-in like that.
Isn't that so interesting?
I know I was going to be there, but I even brought you up. I said, "Now Debbie's heard of this too."
We just
and for some reason they're really hard. So I love that whole mission thing. So you get this lust, gotta have it. It's like I am single focused, single minded. I am going to create this. It says, surrender, let go of any of your fears or worries that this cannot happen, because we're going to have success. Honor your gifts. Look, successful, happy dog back where he belongs. And I think he's already in the process. We aren't eager for a puppy.
Right.
Because I was just going to say, that's interesting you put that right there. I was going to say, well, did you ask for no puppy? Because I'm not exactly getting it. It could be a puppy. Unless you specifically said. So before I get to that, so he hanging up there in heaven. I always get this card when they're like, okay, yeah, well, I had enough of that, been there, done that, and I'm ready to move it along.
Yeah.
And get back on my path and my purpose. So all those cards, scream reincarnation to me, and that not only that, but we're coming. So keep your eyes and ears open so that you hear when he's there. If it really makes a big difference, whether it's a puppy, he wasn't thinking about walking in, that he might just think about coming into a puppy. So, get clear on that and make your request clear. Because, when we start talking about walk-ins and stuff, I'm going, I don't know if this, did you say he was going to be a walk-in?
I saw him jumping in.
Okay, jumping in.
Yeah, I saw a jump in. So
yeah, but that could be just jumping into a baby as well.
Right. So so make it clear, make your intentions clear. Mula, he's listening to you. So he's
right at the time of doing it.
He's very connected to you.
Yeah.
And you together we can. You offered him such a beautiful place, but he is coming, and he is very loyal to you. He's bonded to you and your soul. He's in your soul group, and he's coming back to you, and all your hopes, and you will know it's him. You will know it's him.
Yeah.
And he was the bossy heart of the house. We miss him so much. So Mula, tell me this, because he said he had like something that kind of that you had to work with him, and he's kind of now. this is metaphor, because how he showed me this quirk of his or whatever that you kind of had to like, okay, well, this is just something we have to deal with him. He kind of showed me that he could be smelly at times. But that could be metaphor. But that you loved him despite that, and he is just kissing you on your face because of it.
Yep.
And he also said that this next time around, it won't be like whatever that was. Whatever, and again, metaphor, because they're trying to show me something that maybe I wouldn't understand. So they're showing it to me the best they can. That there was some sort of thing that he was known for, but he's not going to be that way the next time. You won't have to deal with that part the next time.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense too. He loved to sleep outside and in wet weather. He'd get a bit smelly.
Okay. He won't do that. He won't be smelly.
I don't know if he's going to be the same breed. I know you said, either kind of, we prefer an adult, but a puppy's okay. So, just kind of throw that which serves us all better to our highest good. Because he's kind of acting like, now, I'm just telling you, the puppy is faster. So
We dry him off over and over. He promises he'll do better next time.
Buttercup, she needs a bath. She's like, you're a little bit stinky. But so, I get two more. Celebration. So acknowledge your victories. So he's pretty determined this is going to happen. And he's saying, listen, pay close attention.
Yeah, I got that bird card too. That's to talk about listening. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because he's going to be giving you little signs and signals. So that's the only thing I'm hearing about adult versus puppy, is that he's anxious, and I feel like the puppy might be quicker. So and that doesn't mean it's a brand new born puppy. It could already, it's a puppy that's been weaned and, but it's not a year old yet. So it's been around already a little bit. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm hearing. But boy, is he really determined.
Yep.
Back home.
I love him, Mula.
That's on the bottom. Yeah.
Love him. He loves you. That soul connection is clear.
Yeah. And there's 30 cards in this deck, and like all of the ones we're like that. So anyway.
Isn't that funny when that happens? All right. Yes, Kevin Lewis is good. Kevin Lewis is good. All right. Cosmic Blue, hello. My husband was curious about his dog he had as a child called Lika, a Labrador that was one of his first in Israel at the time. Any messages for him? Thank you, guys. All right. So I'm thinking Lika or Lika. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe that may be Lika. I don't know. Just because it sounds better than Lika. Like, is it
right? Yeah, Lika.
But so you're saying it was like one of the first Labradors in Israel? Okay. Curious about his dog he had as a child.
One of the first in Israel at the time. Maybe, or one of his first dogs.
Oh, yeah, maybe that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
So, do you have any messages from him?
Is it, yeah, Cosmic, like the dog that went to space.
Oh, was that his name that went to space?
Yeah, I don't know which dog went. Okay. Anyway, Cosmic, is this a girl or a boy dog? Curious. just so we get the gender right. Okay. Nika.
Are you going to come talk to me?
Well, I feel like I have Lika here, and so you can help Cosmic. But coming in and just standing like like, or sitting, like very obedient feeling, like I feel like your husband must have really worked with him, like taught him like little things, like um,
Maybe it's Leica.
Leica,
Maybe.
Leica.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're challenged, Cosmic.
I know.
All right, so like really took the time to maybe train him to do tricks or just spend a lot, but very I feel very obedient here. Now this has happened to me before, where they come in and they're like sitting all obedient and they're like, and here's your treat, and they shake your paw, they shake your hand and everything, and the person that is here asking about their pet says, oh my gosh, they were horrible, they were complete opposite. So sometimes they show on the other side, then look at me now. I would be, if I can come back, I promise to be obedient. However, this one I do feel was just seemed to fit right in and be a part. Felt like it was one of the kids. Um, he is a boy, okay, and so really felt part of the family, which is interesting. Um, Part of the tribe there, so he felt like one of the gang. Sorry, he said it was a she, not a boy. Okay,
Oh,
it's a girl. So she felt part of the gang. Um, did your husband take her everywhere with him? Like I just see her. Uh, so I'm going to ask her for a message.
he says yes. Husband said yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like
I'm being shown all these scenes. I just don't know.
yeah.
Yes, everywhere. Yeah. So part of the gang. Yeah. So that's what she's showing me. And you go ahead, Mark, and I'm going to try to see if she has a message specifically for him.
Well, I feel like first thing she's telling me is that she came for the little ones. So I don't know if you had siblings, but for you or for your brothers and sisters, like that was part of his job, was to take care of the kids and to be there for the kids. And she took that seriously and did her best. I wonder, I feel like there was something a little screwy about the way her life ended or something in that time. Did you guys have her all the way till when she passed away, or some little bit of a thing there? She's talking a little bit about the way she passed, and don't want you to feel bad about that or anything. So that's why I'm wondering about that, because she's like saying forgiveness, set yourself free. Don't be thinking that there was anything you did wrong or something like that. So I'm just a little bit wondering about how she crossed or what happened there at the end.
She was 15.
And she passed in the backyard. Well, that's good thing. I feel like since then, though, she has been back. Um,
Yeah, I feel like it's not a mistake that cosmic that your husband's asking about her. They're um, uh, she was very she's just part of your soul family,
yeah.
and it's very evident. Um, and she wants you to know uh, that you were her best friend, and um, that she's grateful for your connection. And I did throw some cards, and I want to show you this because I was kind of a little bit blown away because this is what she was kind of bringing. She's like, so grateful for you. But then I got grateful and dog. And here you have this loyalty, this friendship between the two of you. So anyway, I just, what a beautiful, beautiful angel she is. And her death, was it I'm asking her if how she passed. I don't think it was a snake. Uh,
Maybe her heart just stopped and she just went.
I do feel like there was something that was already inside her that was challenged, and it was her time. It's kind of what I'm getting from her, because I'm like, I keep trying to put a snake in the scene, and she keeps pushing the snake. It's not this. It's not. It wasn't a snake. It was.
Yep, and that could also be what she's talking about. Don't blame yourself for anything. It was because maybe you were like, what happened? Why'd she die or something like that? She's just saying it was okay, and there was nobody did anything. Um, but are you done, Deb? Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I just feel like she was here and then she wasn't. It was very.
Yeah.
Quick.
Like not expected, maybe.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like there was no like if you got bit by a snake, there'd be some writhing and pain.
and
It was like she's like, and all of a sudden I'm here. It wasn't.
no.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more natural, like like age.
Mm-hmm.
But so here's the thing that's coming up for me. Why are we thinking about her at this time?
Mm-hmm.
And why she's kind of up, and why you even were wanting to ask this.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're saying, I saw your statement. Would she come back if we? So the first thing I got was, and I had these two cards in the last reading. Listening, paying close attention. So she's around you. That's why you're thinking about her. She's coming back into your awareness, right? And you said, do you think she'd come back if we were allowing, let it happen? So these are those two cards I just had. Because this loneliness just means looking to be back with an earthly, family and experience there. So doesn't mean she's in heaven being lonely, but she's just thinking about, it'd be interesting to be back in that family thing. And so then I just got two more: awakening, eyes wide open, like here I am, back again, and purpose, following my path. So these sound like that. Yes, she would be willing to do that if you're able to have one. I think that's why she's on your mind. Maybe you guys have already been thinking about that a little bit. Like, why don't we have a dog, or we would like to have a dog or something. And so she's coming back. Um, Yep.
And she would be part of the team.
Yep.
Within your home.
And yep, she would be fine with your son because she has that in her from the beginning to be there for the children and to watch out for the children and take care of the children and give them loving care. So I think she was. I think, yeah. Um, so I don't know. That all sounds good to me.
Yeah.
If you're worried about not getting a dog because of your son, I don't think that would be a worry with this one because
Right.
she seems to be aware. She wants to fit into the family, like Debbi
Right.
said.
She'd be part of the team.
Right.
Care team type of thing. Help with the energy of everything. Right. Giving you both a big hug.
And like that you would all be better off, sort of in a weird way, if you did figure out a way, because it'll bring more balance. And I do think she would be helpful to your son.
She was showing me an exchange of energy here, so it would be that when they show me that, it's like a helpful part of the team thing. Yeah. All right.
Loved it.
Linda. Hi, Linda. Any messages from my cats, Bobby and Sassy? They passed about 3 years ago. Thank you so much. All right, Linda.
Bobby and Sassy. It's another Bobby.
Cosmic. I love autocorrect.
I know. It's like makes you say something completely not what you said. I know.
It's so funny. Okay. Bobby and Sassy.
They passed about 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, Bobby and Sassy. Kitty cats.
Okay, so we have the instigator coming in. And so I don't know, Linda, if you can let us know or let me know which one is this little, the more of the instigator of like, I feel like I see one of the cats kind of laying there and then the other one coming up and bopping it, you know what I mean? Instigating things, just more of that playful instigating thing. And I'm curious just to know which one this one is, but that little spirit came right in, and I shouldn't say little spirit. It was a very big spirit. Very passionate. So would be more likely to come and rub, seeking out love. Like maybe the other one would be more the kind that cat that kind of does its own thing and not necessarily needing the attention. This other one seems a little bit more looking for that attention and love and more passionate about life in general.
That would be Sassy.
Oh, okay, Sassy. Well, there you go with the name. So Sassy.
Clue.
Sassy's coming in. Sassy, very connected. Linda, who else was did you have anybody else in the household at the time of your cats, of Bobby and Sassy? Of Sassy, I should say, because Sassy's the one that's here.
Yeah, she's the more outgoing one.
She had a big personality, while Bobby was more fearful. Okay, that makes sense to Bobby. So was there someone else in the house, Linda?
And while we're asking questions, do you have a cat now? A kitty?
Okay. Let's see what else Sassy wants to
her daughter was there.
Okay, because she shows a connection. I mean, she loved you, of course, but I feel like, Linda, there was a connection to someone else, like a tie, and I don't know how else to describe this, but
Yes, I have a cat, Boo. Okay. Um, did you ask?
she okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking, Linda, um, your daughter was part of her job here, is what I'm seeing here. Like the kind of that energy she brought, uh, Sassy brought, helped with regulating with your daughter. We all our babies, they help with our energy, and wherever we kind of, they help moderate, help us with our carry our any challenges in our energy. And she was there to help with your daughter, so she worked with her. And I'm seeing that here as well in the cards, her working with your daughter there. Hmm. So go ahead, Mark. Sorry.
No, you don't be sorry. I wonder, did you get Boo after the other two cats? Because now my cards are all going this direction. And plus, they tend to always go in the direction that I hear first, and then they go, yeah, like this. But I don't know. And just in case I'm on a wild goose chase, um, I was just wondering if you got Boo after these two, or if Boo was there with them, because that's only 3 years ago. Because I'm getting all these cards that make me think Sassy was still alive
When I got Boo. Mm-hmm.
So Sassy already knew Boo. I keep getting, this is weird, that either she's back. So I'm just going to tell you the cards and you just let me know. So, secrets, let the cat out of the bag. Surprise! Oh my God! Those are kind of like, it's me, Sassy, and I didn't really go anywhere. I'm just right at my place at the table. Staying with the process, being with my family, because everyone's connected. I didn't want to break that connection. I'm all happy and content.
She did not like him.
So it's weird. I just keep getting all this.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, that's so funny. She said she did not like him. I wonder if that was who she was showing me, her batting him on the head. That's so funny.
So that doesn't make a lot of sense.
I think she wants to come back.
Yeah.
She wants back in. She wants back in.
Okay. Because
Sassy wants back in, Linda.
Determined to get back into my spot. Hello, I'm coming back. And like, all those surprise cards always make me think of, I'm back.
I'm coming to you, whether you are ready or not. Yeah. Here I come, is what she's saying.
The last to me, dude.
Yeah. Ready or not, here I come.
So maybe that's too why she was talking about there's another cat there. So it'd be interesting to return to that kitty that she didn't particularly like the other time.
She did bat him a lot. It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Oh, there might be a new kitty coming.
Yeah, I think so.
To hang out with the one you have now.
Ready or not. Here she comes.
Surprise.
Oh, Sassy. All right.
A lot of times too, when we think about something, all of a sudden, I don't know if this is true with you, but I haven't really thought about them much. And it's 3 years ago, and then all of a sudden they're on my mind again a lot. Why is, what's that?
Sometimes, I don't think Boo would like another kitty. Probably not, but Ready or not.
Sometimes it's like that. That's why it's up in your mind, because they're around you again all of a sudden. So
Right. Right. They're looking for a way in. She's looking. She's gonna find her way back to you, Linda.
And it's Sassy. It's not Bobby.
No, not Bobby.
Look and see there. I know that probably wasn't what you were thinking was going to happen, but that's
Okay, I'll keep my eyes out. Yeah. I can't wait to hear, Linda. You let us know when Sassy shows up. All right.
Sometimes the animals do all line up like they're in the waiting room. And so sometimes that's also why we'll ask questions, is to make sure, am I reading the right animal? Because, one might try to step ahead and go, no, read about me. It is like that a little bit.
I do feel he would. I do feel Boo would adjust. Yeah. Okay. Melissa, hello. And welcome. Hi, guys. Can you tell me if my friend's newly adopted pup, Scooby, is a reincarnation of her past dog, Sophie? Both Chakawa mixes? Thank you.
I don't know that kind of dog. Scooby. Wonder if Scooby is a reincarnation of Sophie.
Sophie. Let's talk to
friend. That's not you, Melissa. That's a friend of yours. Okay.
Sophie. Okay. I'm seeing Sophie in spirit, but at her heels. Like I see her still present in spirit. So I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that this one, Scooby, if she's showing me that, Mark, right? I don't feel like she would show me that she was. I feel like she's present, but in spirit around her right now. So I don't see it as Scooby. Yes, Sophie. Oh, but I don't feel like Sophie wanted to leave. She loved it. She loved your friend.
Mm-hmm. The other thing is, it's just occurring to me that she might show herself behind the puppy, because they don't get to have they don't really start showing their personality a lot until they're a little bit older. So it could be something like,
oh, it could be something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Present, or in a way that you can see, but I'm right here with the pup. My energy's right here. So I'm wondering if it's like showing you that I'm in the process or something, because I'm not getting a big fat no that it's not her. So I'm just wondering.
She was spoiled after being abused in her previous home. Yeah, she shows me like totally like belly rub, like complete just love all over her. That's what she keeps showing me. Her time there was, she did not want to leave. Yeah. It's the best ever. You let your friend know that it was the best ever. She feels best. She didn't want to leave her. And it would make sense for her to come back and.
Right. Because that was great. That made a big impact, being with you there.
Mm-hmm.
So keep looking. I'm not going to say no, because I just still get that, for one thing, it says instinct, trust your intuition. So pay attention, look at her and see if she can give you a sign, because she will, because expressions speak your truth. So it's like, if it's her, and I'm not convinced it's not, she's going to show you that it is. And then she just finally gives me guidance, help is on the way. So I think you'll be able to see it more clearly. And that might be why she kind of showed you that thing of, I'm not completely like able to express my personality yet, because
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of hearing that might be what that was about. Maybe not. But I feel like you're supposed to be watching, looking for your friends, looking for something about the personality that's going to come through. And that will cinch it. That
Yeah.
kind of cinch the deal there. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she really,
She could be and she would be a walk-in for sure.
and
And
it's just
and
like,
maybe she's kind
I
of,
don't want to leave that energy yet.
yeah.
So,
So maybe interesting. I'd be interested to hear again, Melissa, in about a month or so.
yeah, if
What
it's
you're seeing.
the other one. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
A lot of that always has to do with timing or something like
Yeah.
that. Mhm.
Cosmo. Cozumel. Liz. Hello and good to see you. Zoe, 16-year-old, is quite the princess. Now seems like she is only affectionate when she wants something. Used to sleep close to me and follow me around. She dances when it's time to go out.
Yeah. Well, she just not showing it the same way. I mean, she still has tons of affection for you. I kind of get it.
So,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You
No, I
go
was
ahead.
just gonna say, I'm not looking at cards or anything, but it just feels like she doesn't always have the same amount of energy to do a big display. But she does it sometimes, but it feels a little bit like I'm older and I don't really feel like doing a dance. But I would, because I love you as much as the dance, but I just thought, I wouldn't have to do that or something like that.
So,
Yeah.
what, and she's taking me right into the energy as well, Mark. And what she's showing me is part of her job when she was here is sleeping next to you and exchanging back and forth the energy in support of you. And healing energy, whatever energy needed to be helped and moderated within you. That's something that she came here to do. She was no longer she can't do that anymore. So at 16 or whatever, it's harder or whatever. It's almost like she knew I can't. I'm retired from that job, so she just kind of and also I also felt like I also felt some other aging issues happening. So she doesn't want to share that with you. She doesn't want to bring that into your energy. So she's going to not be sleeping on you or sleeping all cuddly close, because that's when a lot of that is taking place, is what she's showing me. Mark, you can.
No, I agree. And plus,
Okay.
she's always sending you love and affection. Like, that isn't different. It's the way she shows it might be a little bit different, but that's not because she says, I want to show less affection. No, it's not like,
Right. No.
no. And she still says, I'm affectionate and I love you and rub you and give it in different ways. I'm just not just gazing upon you. But it's really just not quite able to do as much as I once was able to.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like physically because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like older. If I get up and dance, I'll last about 4 minutes and then I have to catch my breath and sit down and recover. And I used to could dance for hours and hours, and just love it and never get a bit tired. But it's sort of a little bit like the dancing is a lot, and she still does it, but not as much. She says, yeah, but has nothing to do with the lack of affection, because she loves you to pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. All right.
And she's spoiled rotten, so why wouldn't she love you to pieces?
Okay. Donna said that she put her question at the beginning and we missed it. So, all right. Hi, Donna. Welcome. Hi, Mark and Debbie. I think my question disappeared, but okay. I sent it. Okay. Starting over. Is my 2-year-old
What? Delighted?
Calico Queenie that I manifested with Pan, my black greyhound rescue, happy?
Okay, I'm confused. So is your question, are the cat and the dog happy? My 2-year-old Calico that I manifested with Pan.
Okay, so is the cat and the dog happy? All right. I think that's the question. Sorry, Donna, we're at the end of our
Yeah.
we're at the end here. So okay.
And plus, my brain always goes kind of literal, and I'm like, well, so what?
I know. Me too. You start reading and it gets confused. Okay.
I know. It's like,
okay, so I'm going to go one at a time here with the cat. Okay. Okay. I feel like I mean, they're happy. Okay, so but your cat, the cat, has a little bit of a attitude, a tat, but so sweet. But you can tell there's a little bit of a. The only thing they're showing me is pushing their food away, and usually when they do that, they might not be totally excited about their food, but what cat is. So if you're opening that door to ask, then they're going to tell you that. But other than that, I think you spoil them. And okay, so I'm going to ask the dog now. Greyhound. Very happy. Feels goofy. Just a love bug.
no, like the dog's name is Happy. I'm really confused about your question, Donna, so I don't think I'm going to
Okay.
try to read on it because I'm confused about what you're asking.
So I'm just getting all these random messages coming in, Donna. His racing name was Happy. Okay, so is he passing? Because he just comes in, he's goofy. Yes.
Oh, now I think I understand it. So you want to know if your cat is the reincarnation of the greyhound Happy. Is that what it is? I think I'm finally figuring it out. Is my 2-year-old Calico Queenie that I manifested with Pan, is it my black greyhound rescue Happy?
Okay.
I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I don't have that connection, but maybe you'll find it. They're just showing me their independent personalities,
Okay.
and your greyhound. He's just showing his personality, what his personality was.
Yeah.
And yeah. that's so funny because I didn't, I couldn't bring them in together. Yes, he's passed.
Okay.
I couldn't bring him in, and he came in completely different than what what the cat did. That's so interesting. It goes to show you when you don't know the question, they still present themselves.
Right. They understand it. It's just us trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Thank you, Cozumel.
Well, I think the fact that Happy was coming through for Debbi with his personality on display, like trying to show his personality, it feels like that would be a good way to know, because he's going to show his personality through Queenie. And I'll show you these 3 cards that I pulled, which Grace, everyone is connected.
Aww.
So there could be like you're still trying to figure it out. You're in a conundrum.
Look at that calico.
Yeah, I know. It's very cute. And mystery, embrace the unknown. So I feel like it's saying, still look at this. It's going to become clearer to you if it is or not. And if it is, they kind of want you to discover it rather than me tell you. But Happy's personality is going to come through the cat. It's going to be like, that's odd that Queenie sort of reminds me of that dog. You know what I mean? It's going to be a little bit like that. So keep your eyes open, watch, embrace the unknown, and try to figure it out. But the old everything is connected card is a pretty good
I love that.
Pretty good sign. Plus this instigator. I'm only showing you this one because it's a cat.
Yeah.
Batting a dog.
Right.
Like, you interpret that the way you want. But it's like, let me get this dog out of the way so I can get out of the crate and be here instead. A little bit of that. And they do switch species. So,
yeah. Well, Mark, we are at the end here, and I know we didn't get to everybody's questions. Blessings to you all. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and thank you for your continued love and support of this time that we have together on Mondays. And thank you for loving on our fur family. So we like to do this.
Can I take just 1 minute for MLR? Because just one quick minute.
Yeah.
Because they lost their little kitty, Yugi. And I just wanted to say, because we did a reading and everything right before he passed. Just wanted you to know that it was such a great service for your friend. I know it was in the morning, he passed in your lap, but that's what I talk about a lot. And so, even in our reading, when Pam was working with him energetically, and I could see the little nature spirits around him as if they were going to help him cross. And, and I always try to focus on the most positive outcome. And I don't, even if it seems like to me he's ready to, I'll still focus on he might get better and stuff like that. But that is the way that works for me personally, MLR, at home when I'm with one of my pets who's getting sick, and I feel like, the time's coming. I'll sit down and do a meditation and energy work, pretty much like I did with you guys on television, pretty much like that. And then the energy comes in, and we say you can use it for either direction. And then it's all around them, and it's just like that. And then they just, when it is using it for help transition, they just pass peacefully in my lap or in my arm. So that experience you had is the one I talk about a lot, and the one that I have quite often. And in that way, know that that's a big service for them. Just that you are there with them in that moment, holding them, loving them, trusting, having faith that their spirit knows the best thing for them, and just being there with them. And,
Mhm.
being grateful that you didn't have to go to that other step. That other step is great when it's necessary, but that you didn't have to go, inject him, stuff like that, that this was like a natural passing. And so I
Mhm.
want you to know that and realize that that's a great gift. Um, when you wrote me and said he passed, I just thought, yeah, that's exactly, that's kind of the way that works with me over and over and over and over. So I just, you guys hear me trying to explain that to you, and I don't think I do it very well, but I
No,
wanted
you did well. No, you're perfect.
to, okay, I wanted you to know that. So,
And Emma are just wrapping you up with lots of love
yeah,
and hugs there. Yeah. Um,
we'll
okay. So,
talk to them better next week anyway, because it just happened.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll definitely check in
Yeah.
next week for sure. Um,
Sorry, sweetie, to
yes.
interrupt you.
No, that's okay. Gina, thank you so much. Lisa Foster, thank you so much for your moderating today. And again, thank you to the family here who continues to love and bring awareness and life to our fur families.
Yep.
All right. So blessings to you all, and we'll see you all next time. And be safe, and we'll see you later.
Love you guys and love all your little animals.